Hey everybody, hi. How are we? It is Monday. We are back with some artwork, as we are often want to do. I just realised that is an awful place for that banner to be. Very professional of me. There we go. Much better. Hello, Car! Thank you for being here as you always are. I very much appreciate it. Excuse me. Still got the cold. It's going to be hanging on for a while. My colds often do. Ever since I was young, I have a cold, it will linger, which probably means I've never had a strong immune system. Ah, well. We're doing fine. That is the sound of my stream. I think I have your sickness. Oh no, the cluster is unwell. I got a sore throat now. I'm sorry. Sorry. Dog event is over for the Pokemon Twitch game. I am sad that I didn't meet some of the criteria to get some special Pokemon. But it is what it is. Anyway, we are back to doing our sprite for the game, which has now launched on Kickstarter, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, because we don't shut up about it. But it is there, for those who are interested. And I'm doing sprite work for it. I'm doing a boss sprite, which we've done in the past. We've been working on this little guy. This is like one of the largest sprites in the game, so it's been taking us a while. You have started the kicking. Well, thank you, God. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. So that's there as well. Dang, look at that! Third of the way there. That's crazy. 19 people. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of my friend and the game that he's making. Anyway, we've done multiple animations for this guy. And now we're doing one more. Let's see. And then I'll have to spend probably like half an hour organising the spreadsheet. But I gotta finish the animation first, which may take all day. Let's see, where have we got up to? So we did our idle sprite. The walking sprite. And now we are doing a jumping sprite. For it to leap up into the air. God. Anyway, yeah, Mondays. I feel bad because I slept in late, which I suppose is to be expected when I'm still not fully recovered from being ill. So there are jobs around the house that still aren't done, which I feel bad about. So yeah. So that frame is fine. And then we get to this, and to that, and then to that. I need to mirror this over to here, and I need to mirror that over to there. 2 major sprites to work on, and this needs to be neatened. Oh boy. Come on, self, get in the game. You were all geared up to work now, and now that you sat here in front of it, you're distracted. Let's get the chair closer to the desk. It's kind of hard to actually move this chair on this carpet, and I think I'm also like kind of tearing the carpet up a bit, which is not great. I don't want to be destroying the carpet after barely being here. So I think my dad suggested getting honestly like a large sheet, like thick sheet of like plastic just for the chair to sit on, which we do. Yeah, you know, you know. Just got the iron watering can in Palia. I haven't played Palia since I streamed it, which I believe has now been actually 2 weeks. Ah! Hi Glove, thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a good day. I love when this application isn't doing what I want it to do. What is all of 8 squares around the main one, but at half speed? That still averages out as quicker though. The whole upper leg first. out my positioning. It's too far. There. Tomorrow's goes to Friday's Armored Core and the Friday after Starfield, also No Man's Sky, either this week or next week. Jesus Christ, why is everyone releasing Get stuff now? I mean, it is actually funny to me that I am an avid and regular Guild Wars 2 player, and I own the expansion already, and I will not be playing it on release. Because that is how far behind I am on content. That I still will not be playing it on release despite all of that. Pokemon spawn! It really confuses me when... the problem I seem to have a lot with this at the moment is I will frequently do Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't paste, and I'm like, hello, I asked you to do something. Confusing. I'm further back than you, I'm just undisciplined. Yeah, you don't... You just want to do what's new, whereas I want to do the story, and I want to do the story in order. That's where we need to be. You got that spot on that time. I know it's that to me, like it, lots of fun. Copy, paste. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. I could have had a Griffin and a Skyscale months ago, but I just could not be asked, so everyone else started doing it. Fair enough. It also made it easier once everyone else started doing it. Something isn't lining up somewhere. So finicky. I guess all I'm trying to do is actually like preview the sprite, because I'm going to have to duplicate it all over anyway, because I need to finesse one. just trying to preview it, basically. There's a loud plane coming over. That and the overlay actually got me off my rear. Yeah, me finding the overlay to just be like, here! It basically paints an X on the map and says, go here. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. What the heck is happening here? Don't understand. I don't understand why it just randomly decides. Copy, paste. Nope. Decided not to. Copy, paste. Copy it, paste it. A sprite! Copy the sprite and paste the sprite! It's a good sign that I'm getting angry and I'm only half an hour in today. That's hormones for you. That leg is far enough over, or is it too far over? Oh no, it's the arm. The arm is in the wrong place. That leg is in the wrong position somewhere. Why are you doing that now? silence, heat of the moment, shown in your eyes.
And now you find yourself in 82. The disco hotspots hold no charm for you. You can't concern yourself with bigger things. You catch a pearl and ride the dragon's wings. 'Cause it's the heat of the moment.
What if we delay this frame ever so slightly? And extend this frame as well. Yeah, I think the idea is there.
And when your looks are gone and you're alone, how many nights you sit beside the phone? What were the things you wanted for your
Oh god, I literally am a dog. Oh no.
you remember?
Every time I hear a car door slam, I glance out the window and I'm like, is Spook home? Is he home yet? Oh no. Hey, I think Spook is home. I think I can smell him cooking something. Oh, he parked further down the road. Sneaky. Give us these smiles on our faces. The powers
You're playing with the big boys now. Playing with the big boys now. Ooh, that's pretty. Every spell and gesture tells you who's the best. You're playing with the big boys now. Playing with the big boys now. Playing with the big boys now. Stop this foolish mission. What's a true magician?
give an exhibition how.
Pick up your silly twig boy.
Playing with the big boys now.
Playing with the big boys now. Playing with the big boys now. By the might of Horus, you will kneel before us. Kneel to us, Pandora's power. You put up a fight, just to show we feel no spite. You can be our acolyte. But first, boy, it's time to bow. It's your own grave you'll dig. Playing with the big boys now.
Someone's moving the grass. Because, you know, Monday is an ideal time to mow your grass. Not like, you know, the weekend that just happened. Do it on the Monday. Guess the logic is no one should be here because everyone should be working. That's what I'm working. So I did on the top of this. It's tough to like too wide, I think. Christmas as well. It's a treat. I realise I am literally a dog because the moment it's sort of got to like 2:15, I was like, we'll be home soon. So anytime I heard a car door outside, I was like, oh! 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 I realised this, I was like, he's gonna be home soon! You'll be home soon! You home yet? Ah! Mm. Yeah. Thank you for the biscuits. Ah, shut up, Court. It's my stream. I can smooch you I wanted. It's what you wanna, you can leave your cares behind. But if you can't smooch, and if you won't smooch, then you're no spook of mine. But you can smooch your friends if you want, assuming that your friends and your partner are okay with that. Send it for Monster Hunter now, figure I'll give it a go like I did with Pikmin, though to be honest, if Pikmin didn't just eat my battery, I'd probably still play it. I know that Frog still plays it, and I don't know if maybe they've solved the battery issue or not. You'd have to ask Frog, because I was exactly the same with another one a few years ago, which was the Jurassic Park one that they made. And that also devoured my battery, so I stopped playing it. And I don't know if, much like Pokemon Go, a lot of these apps are learning better battery management. Because, yeah. I mean, Pokemon Go, in a way, almost barely resembles how it was when it first released. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna give Monster Hunter now a try. I think Spook said he would as well. I don't know if it's one of those things where the pair of us playing together will have more fun playing on our own. I have no idea what the gameplay is like, because we've not seen any. Because, you know, Pokemon, when you catch Pokemon, and in the Jurassic Park one, you catch the dinosaurs. So, Monster Hunter, you don't catch monsters. One assumes you have to hunt them. I think it goes heavier on the GPS, which kills battery life. Oof. Whereas Go doesn't as much, right? Yeah. Go just gets a general idea of your location because it pings in an area, doesn't it? Whereas I think Pikmin is more precise on tracking. It is a bit more about... Isn't the Pikmin one more about actually going to and from places? Like actual locations? Like, it does care more about how much you walk. I think? Okay, let's try flipping these. See, I don't know how Monster Hunter's gonna play, but my logic says that, because it's Monster Hunter, it's less about going to be walking to places. It's going to be about going somewhere, finding a monster, and then sitting in that location to hunt that monster, is what my brain says. You don't just tap on something and you go, oh, of course it, and that's it. I feel like there would be like an actual mini game or something where you are, like battling a Pokemon gym, essentially. Surely you would be there tapping on the screen to hunt the monster. But, don't know, not seen any gameplay. Thank you, loud-ass person. Oh, they come for round 2. Like fire, hellfire, this fire in my skin. Very little drift in Pikmin. If you want to hit Pikmin stop or for like a more recognisable turn, you need to walk around a certain area and fill it with the devil's so much stronger than. Or else let her be mine and mine alone. It's like he's doing a little jig. Now gypsy, it's your turn. So that's one of our stomachs for a second. Wow, how hungry are you? You collect petals from Pikmin and you use those as you walk to leave flower trails. Okay, yeah, so Pikmin definitely sounds like it has a bigger emphasis on actually walking. Just the walking itself. Pokemon is more about getting to places so that you can find Pokemon. The walking is just an extra of like, oh, you can hatch an egg. What are you doing? Exactly. Breakfast in 10, so someone is hungry. Oh, that's an interesting announcement. The first sentence made my heart stop, though, I will say. An official message from Nintendo. Charles Martinet has been the original voice actor of Mario Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as Mario 64. First line immediately makes me go, has? Then he goes, Charles is now moving on into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. And then I go, oh, thank God. With this transition, he will be stepping back from the recording the character voices for our games, but he will continue to travel the world sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with people. It's been an honour working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we will post in future days. Nintendo, please! Don't when you open with Charles Martinet has been the voice of Mario for a while, that's scary, okay? I thought he was dead. I thought you were dead! I thought you guys had thick walls over there. We do. My window is open. It is warm. Because our walls are thick, it is warm. I'm just eating a cake. This was a mistake. My fingers are now sticky and I do not want to touch my tablet with the sticky fingers. Well, so as we need to go on. Ow. He's retiring, but he's not retiring. No, I don't want sticky keys. No. I'm essentially having a tea break right now. Spook bought me a lovely mug of tea and a plate of biscuits because he's a sweetheart. So I'm sitting in and eating them. I'm essentially having a tea break. Oh, okay. Ah! Meet him! To be fair, that engine sound that you heard is not a standard car engine. That is someone who has evidently put someone on something on their car to make it sound louder because they're a big boy. They like the big car go brr. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my fingers. Because, like I said, when I didn't hear Spook pulled up, I would hear the car door slam shut. Couldn't think anything would beat Tears of the Kingdom for Game of the Year, but Baldur's Gate is easily the best game. From Jacksepticeye, apparently. I said that to Spit the other night. I was like, given how much coverage I'm seeing people give Baldur's Gate, I think it's an easy contender for Game of the Year. It's in the forefront of a lot of people's minds now. Like, I feel like people who probably wouldn't have considered getting it, like, never, like, wouldn't have gone for the early access or anything, have played Baldur's Gate because of the sheer amount of media coverage. I have one of those guys near me, guys like 2 blocks down, and I hear him turn his engine on. Yeah. We get a lot of them here. I think there's always been at least one in every location I have lived in my life. Every place I have lived, there is always somebody who's like, I'm gonna make my car really loud because it makes me a big man. Brr. He looks like a crab. Like, people who have never, like, obviously, like, the D&D link gave it a big jump start, I think. I think the D&D link gave it a very big jump start. because D&D is obviously a lot more in the main forefront of the media now. And then all of the marketing and stuff, and like all the clips that people send forward of being like, oh my god, this happened and I did this and you can do what with the bear, just has kept it fresh. Like, it's been out for what, 2 weeks already? People are still talking about it. It's funny the sort of stereotypes of like the slightly younger people that like want their cars to be like really loud and go and stuff. But as it's all of those things of like the older generation of like the older men prefer a quieter ride. It's more elegant. It's more classy. They prefer the car to purr rather than to roar. In general, there are always exceptions. Here he comes. I think somebody's bored if he's driving up and down this street. I think somebody's bored. Evidently somebody's got nothing to do on a Monday. Hi, bud. How you doing? Congrats on reaching 1/3. Sorry, there's a big man with a loud car driving around. If there weren't way too many games on my plate as of now, I might think about picking it up. That's understandable. It's good. Like, me and Spook have put 10 hours into it. It's good. We really like it. But already me and Spook are like, well, when are we going to get time to play it? Because we're probably not going to keep playing it every Friday, because then we're basically... If we play Baldur's Gate every Friday, we're basically doing another D&D campaign that is going to take us 3 years. A Gabite? Catch a Gabite. If I can catch a Gabite. I have terrible luck on this game. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is great. But I mean, as evidenced earlier in the stream, when I was like, I haven't played Palia in 2 weeks. It's like, if I'm not playing a game on stream, I'm not playing it, basically, because I never have time. There's always something else to do. To tweak this just here. Promise I'll never let you feel alone. summer. Thanks, buddy. Just obviously making all of these bits neat. You doing a jump? You did a boing. Oh, I actually got the Gabite. Sick. How you feeling now? Better than I was. I've got the dregs of a cold now, and I probably will have the dregs of the cold for a while because that is how I have been for the entirety of my life. Ever since I was a little kid, I would catch a cold, and I would have the sort of early week of the cold where I feel awful and I can't speak and it would just bleh. And then for like the next month, I'll just have like a lingering cough that occasionally comes by. So yeah. God damn it. Because I'm a gross person, I shed a lot of hair and I went to throw that out the window and the window blew it back inside. But yeah, I'm still coughing, but I'm fine. I shed a lot of hair, okay? I'm a dog. Spook will be the first person to say that. Literally ran my hand through my hair, had a handful of hair, so I was like, out the window you go. And the wind was not having it. Okay, so this side is okay. I still slept in, so I'm obviously still not 100% okay, because even though I set an alarm, my body was just like, nah, you need to rest still. I'll do that in a sec. I want to do this layer. I am weirdly instilled with a certain degree of energy, though. Well, not like energy, I still feel kind of tired, but like, I guess motivation. I'm instilled with a certain amount of motivation. Like, I want to finish things that I have outstanding so that I can have a clean slate and start new things. And like people know I've been doing commissions because obviously you've seen me do them on stream. But my commission like post and stuff has actually been closed for a long time. Ever since I knew the move was going to be happening, like once we had the actual proper move date that week, I literally took everything down to be like, no, I'm not taking any more commissions because I didn't know when I would be able to. I would like to open them back up, partly because I need the money, but also because I think I'm ready to be doing stuff again. But in order to do that, I want to clear what I have currently to do. Keep it level. Like that. Looks like a crab. This is me when friend has been spotted. Target locked. Okay. Be on the right layer. He looks cute like that. It's just a silly little dog. Happy Ball because he's gonna kill Chaos. He's just a funny looking dog. That's all. So we need to bring the shading down onto this side, on the underside here. And then we need to, let me turn the ears off so I can see better. This needs to cut off here because it's been, the leg has been rotated round so much with the lighting. So me stroking the top bit. Apparently the Ferality people are working to get a version of the lobby. They can't put the actual lobby out for legal reasons, but they're looking to get a version of the Silver lobby turned into a public world. Which I'm excited for, because I love the Ferality worlds. They are beautiful. You want to know something, guys? I actually, this is a fun story. I actually, like, was stunned because a Discord that I've been in for probably, like, 3 years, that I'm not really active in at all. It's just a friend Discord. It's just a Discord that a group of friends, like, have. Core, you'll know it's, like, Besso and Marsh and things like that. It's a Discord that they hang out with. And then I did a double take because I got an at everyone from it, and I was like, huh, that's unusual. And I opened it up, and it was a member of the Ferality staff doing an at everyone because Ferality are doing a charity drive thing. And it wasn't the whole, like, the charity, I was like, oh shit, charity, that's cool. But I was staring at it, and I was like, there's a member of the Ferality staff just in this Discord? And I was staring at it and I was like, do I know who you are? Do I know you? And we've just never talked about the fact that you work for Ferality? So I literally messaged them in the Discord. I literally responded. I was like, oh, hi! I didn't know you work for Ferality. And they were like, yeah. And I literally posted the freaking, you know, the Spider-Man meme. The point one. I literally, like, posted this. And I was like, I was a dealer in the dealer's den at Ferality, and then there was just a pause, and they were like, oh yeah, I can see your name on the list, and I was like, what is happening? What is happening? How do we know each other? And now I'm sat here, I'm like, is this why Besso messaged me randomly to be like, hey, the Ferality tickets are on sale? And I was like, I know that. Why do you know that? I guess that's why. Because Besso's not a furry. But yeah, that was a fun thing that happened. I was just confused more than anything. I was like, what? Huh? Also, hello, Cookie. Who is the secret furry? I don't think it's somebody you know. This is one of the... I think this is a friend of a friend situation. Because I was talking to them and I was like, okay, I don't think I've ever actually spoken to you. And then they were like, I sent them a picture of me at my booth, and they were like, I feel like I've seen your avatar. And I was like, can I see a picture of yours? And they sent me a picture, and I was like, I feel like I've seen your avatar too, but I don't think we spoke. I said, I think we might have been in the same instance at some point, but I don't think we spoke. And it's just one of those things where it's like, next Feraliday, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for that username. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, and I'm literally gonna be like, how do you know people? How do you know this group? Because in that Discord, I have a role which is the CoxCon role of like people who went to CoxCon. So like Besso has the role, Rosa has the role. This person does not. So they've not been to CoxCon. But they are part of this friend group, and I'm just like, huh? I'm confused. Again, I'm like this, and I'm like this. I'm like, new friend sighted. New friend. Besso just has his hands in everything. Doesn't he know people at Blizz as well? He might, because he knows Jesse, and Jesse knows people at Blizz. This is what having contacts and connections means. Like how I introduced Das to Terran Gregory because I met Terran Gregory at CoxCon because he was talking to Jesse, and I went up to go say hi to Jesse, but then Jesse had to go leave the conversation, so I just kept talking with Terran, not knowing who Terran was. I just like, oh, this guy seems cool, and he knows a lot about WoW for some reason. And then halfway through the conversation, he was like, oh, by the way, I work for Blizzard in the cinematics department. And I was like, I got a friend who would probably like to meet you. And then when I walk around the corner with Terran Gregory behind me, Das's jaw, like, hits the floor. And I'm just like, apparently you're somebody important. I didn't know. But that was when I was like, pat Das on the shoulder. I was like, this is probably going to be a very memory-forming experience for you, so I'm gonna let you just have this to yourself. And I just left them to it. Happens. It happens sometimes. Yeah, it's one of those things. I can't imagine that, like, Terran knows who I am. But we were talking for probably a good 20 minutes or so. So it's one of those things where, like, if they bumped into me, they maybe would recognize my face. But I don't think they know my name. It's fine. That is arguably what it is there for. It's like how when I was in, and here's another story. This is another story time. I went to Insomnia, and I was in the hallway with Kay, just in the main hallway of the convention, which is where a lot of people just vibe. We were just sat on the floor, having a drink. So we were thirsty, we were tired. It's a convention. Where else are you gonna sit if not the floor? And God, this is gonna go back a few years. Sips. If you remember that name, Core, Sips walks past us. And he literally glances at me, apparently recognizes me, and is just like, hello, and I just, and I'm like, hi, wave back, and keeps going. And Kay stares at me, and I'm like, what? And he's like, do you just know everybody? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just likable. I don't know. Naturally charismatic. Okay, I feel like I have, like, surface acquaintance with a lot of people. is what I have. I think I have like a surface acquaintance with a lot of people. Of like people have met me and maybe know me, but like don't know me. So it's like it's not a thing where I could like call on a favor. Like no, I don't have any favors with people. Talking too much. Water. You are small and everybody likes a small. Well, thank you. Jesus, this Gabite's decent. Perfect HP, fantastic special attack, good defense, average speed, and bad special defense. That's decent. Padlock that Gabite. There's a decent Gabite. Gotta pump that friend red up. Evidently I need to, because I'm not gonna get anywhere in my job if I don't. I actually discussed this with Spook. This is a great segue. I'm considering I'm considering a change to the schedule. I am thinking of maybe making Friday a collab day, because I would like to collab with more people. Partly because it's, it's me, and I like to do stuff with friends and stuff, but also it is the best way to grow. You introduce yourself to new people, and you both grow. It's collaboration. Both sides get a benefit. How else are you going to call on your allies at the end game? This is true. So, like, I still want to keep playing games with Spook. Because as I said, it's like, we very rarely get to play games outside of streams. So I like still being able to play games with Spook, and I think me and Spook do have good chemistry on stream as well, as Baldur's Gate showed, because everybody seemed to really enjoy us playing Baldur's Gate. So, it feels so mean to say it this way, but if anything, Spook would be like the standard of like I'd be playing with Spook if there's no one available. Because ironically, we chose Friday, but Friday is arguably the worst day for Spook. It is the one day of the week he's always guaranteed to be in work, which is why the stream starts late. Because, I've already, like, extended feelers to a couple of people of, like, hey, I kind of want a collab. I don't know if it's the having moved, that's given me this, like, energy of, like, time to be doing stuff and make an effort to do things, because we've been streaming, we had the affiliate anniversary of last week. Been going for over a year now. We're comfy, I love this. We're not growing. We don't get too many new people, and we want to be able to grow so that we can continue to do what we like, essentially. And collaborations are a good way to do that. So I have spoken with Spook of like maybe Friday will be a collaboration day. And Spook, in typical Spook fashion, was like, we'll sit down and you go through the analytics, we'll analyse what people do like, don't like, all of that. And I'm like, I don't know if my analytics is going to have enough data because we don't have a lot of people. But we'll see. We know from experience that people like seem to like streams that have a degree of engagement with them. Infinite Fusion was so popular. So popular. I think that leg is done. I need to do the joint. Step 1 move, step 2 question mark, step 3 profit. Literally. Like, I'd say probably a good 3-4 months ago, I started to feel like maybe I was stagnating a little bit, and I was like, I want to do something new, and I want to collab with people. But because of the move, I didn't want to start, because I then didn't want to stop, if you get me. I didn't want to start something and then have to stop for 2 months, which I did. I basically had to stop for 2 months. Old man yells at Pokemon. Yes, that is also very popular. That's another one that's very engaging with the chat. It's basically a just chatting stream, which I can tell you for one, my analytics frequently tells me I should do just chatting. The thing about just chatting is that I feel you need more people to talk to when you are just chatting, which is why I would like to maybe try to grow, because I would like to do just chatting. I think it could be nice. Yeah, the analytics say that a lot of people who do drop in on my streams watch just chatting. But it's one of those things of like a just chatting at 2 o'clock on a Monday might not be the best because there's not too many people around. A just chatting at 7 or 8 on a Friday, people are done with work, they're chilling, they're hopefully watching the stream. That might be more viable. So, yeah, there's a lot to consider. I think I said this the other day when I was having tech issues. Anybody who claims that this is an easy job needs to fucking try it. Because I'm very lucky. I am aware I'm very lucky. Because I have lovely people who are willing to support me, and I love you all very much for basically letting me do what I love doing, which is making stuff and having fun with my friends. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do that. I know I'm very lucky. I feel like I was meant to be continuing that statement and I forgot where it was going. So yeah, I guess to bring back around to the start of the conversation is, I'm considering, Spook said we could maybe reevaluate the whole stream schedule. I kind of like the stream schedule at the moment, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I think we've had this before. I get comfy, I get cozy, and I don't like to change too much if things are comfy and cozy. So I'm here just like, well, I only want to change, like, the one thing. Yes, back at you. Like, I think I've been casually telling people for like probably about 5 months at this point that I have like almost like I want to use TikTok as the platform because I've seen others use it for that. I have almost like a kind of like story-esque thing that I'd like to maybe try telling through short videos. And the first thing that I need to do for that is essentially design the characters, quote unquote. I want to use VR chat as the platform. I want to essentially, like the TikToks I've made is like it's going to be me essentially acting, wearing a VR chat avatar, essentially like a costume, and I want to make those VR chat avatars. To do that, I'm the Substance Painter. That bar up there. Oh, we're doing okay. But obviously, because of the move and the everything, it's very much a... I can't justify an expense that big out of my usual, like, pot, if you take, like... I've talked about this on stream. That is extra. Subs, bits, all of that, that goes to paying our bills, which have to be done first. Commissions goes towards paying my bills. That is an extra. Hello. You probably just missed everything I said. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean. I've said it a few times. I don't need to repeat it again. I probably will in the future because I'm forgetful like that. But yeah. The shape of this. Excuse me. As I said before, I am actually angry at I mean, I'm always permanently a little bit angry at Adobe. But I'm angry because I've said before the license for Substance Painter 3D is for the year, and the year is half over, but they have not halved the price, even though you're only going to get half a license. They're a fucking POS company. But hey, I mean, if the donation bar continues at this rate, we'll be getting a donation bar for Substance Painter 2024. Yeah, it sucks. Because it is essentially a small waste of money now at this point of paying full price for a... It's not even a 6-month license, it's a 4-month license? Yeah. We'd be paying full price for a 4-month license because they haven't reduced the price. So at this point, it almost feels like this is me saving for when they release next year's version. Which is a shame, because it means that I can't use it for projects for a while, for this year. Anyway, would you get 2023 for 4 months and they give you the additional 8 months in 24, continue to let you use 2023 for a whole year? So the way that the Steam licensing, because if you go to Adobe Substance Painter, they don't allow, if you actually go to Adobe, they don't do this one-time license, they only do subscription, which I don't want. For some reason, you can get a one-time license through Steam, and the license lets you buy the program indefinitely, and you are essentially buying a year's worth of updates. So you would get the 2023 updates up until December. You could then keep using the program. Any updates released after that, you don't get, which is sold as a separate version. So, you know, if the bar doesn't get filled until like November, at that point I'm like, well, I might as well wait 2 months and get the latest version. Wow, they suck. Yeah, Adobe fucking sucks. I fucking hate Adobe. I fucking hate that there's no better alternative to Substance Painter, because I have looked. There are ways to get around it, but unfortunately Substance Painter is the best, which is why Adobe bought it out. Spoiler alert, Adobe didn't even fucking make Substance Painter, they just bought it. And then they made it worse. Fucking hate Adobe. It's why I don't use Photoshop for artwork. That's why I don't use Premiere Pro to edit videos. Like, I used to, when I was doing my first handful of retextures, I used Blender's built-in painting system and Clip Studio, which is what I use for 2D work, which was fine, but not great. The moment I got to try a version of Substance Painter, I was just like, oh no, I hate that this is good. Anyway. I'm just salty and hormonal. Touched with sorrow. I have a certain degree of motivation now after the move. I've done technically 2 applications for like Twitch stream things, not to do with Twitch, but like Twitch stuff that like other people are organising. I've technically filled in 2 applications. I don't think those applications are going to get anywhere, but the fact that I actually applied is a big thing. Because I think sometimes I do fall into that negative spiral of, I'm not going to succeed, so why even try, kind of thing. But, I don't know, I was, you know, just filled with this energy, and I was like, I'm gonna apply and see what they say. Who knows? I may not hear back, I might hear back and not get in, but I actually tried, which is a big thing. I think that's another one done. We've got 2 remaining. Yeah. It's actually almost amusing with the whole Substance Painter thing. God, I need that ADHD thing. I'm ping-ponging from subject to subject to subject back to subjects after changing subjects. It's actually kind of almost funny because there's reviews on the Substance Painter page, which is literally don't recommend. Program's great, but Adobe sucks. And that's literally the review. It's literally don't recommend. I fucking hate Adobe. Look, you're going to be a famous streamer game dev. How am I going to get rid of your coattails? Don't. What? What? God, don't even. I might lower the ears on that frame. I might do 2D designs for the characters that I kind of want to make if I don't have any commissions to do. Ride, not rid. Autocorrect finding me once again. Right, how else am I going to ride your coattails to fame? I see. Now the sentence makes sense. So yeah, I might maybe do like 2D designs of the characters I want to make so that I can retexture them. Because I've said this before, I just can't do retextures on stream because of legal reasons. But I spend a lot of time on stream, so it would be way more convenient for me if I could do it on stream. If I could do it on stream, I probably would have already done it by now. I spend so much time on stream because I'm a full-time streamer. That's what I do. I mean, I almost wish that I had Discord Nitro so that I could use my stickers from my server in other servers, because I just saw a message and I'm like, my sticker that I did last week would be a great response to that. I can't use it. Dang it! Now that Twitter is X, are you going to have to update the notification for it? No, because it's funny. Because screw Muskrat. I think I've said this before on stream. Dead naming people is not okay. Dead naming Twitter is funny. You guys probably didn't see the latest one, which was Twitter announcing that they're going to be removing the block feature, probably because somebody showed Musk just how many people block them, and people being like, "Oh God, I don't want to use this platform anymore if I can't block people. There's people on here I do not want to interact with." And then a handful of people came and raised their hands and they go, "Hey, it's a legal requirement on both the Google Store and the Apple Store for social media apps to social media apps are required to allow you to block them. It is a requirement in the TOS for a social media app to be eligible to be put on the store. You can't do that." I think what I am gonna do though, I might make a exclamation mark socials, because I really appreciate how you and Das always do all of the things, especially when like people come in and stuff, but it floods the chat very badly. Like, it basically completely eradicates the whole chat. It just becomes the Twitter post, the YouTube post, all of that, one after the other. So I might do an exclamation mark social, which is just a link tree, which is, you can find everything here. So it's just one message instead of having 6 billion messages flood the chat. I might make that. I'll keep the individual ones for if people are inquiring for specific websites. So if someone specifically wants Twitter, they can just do the Twitter. But if someone's like, "Where can I follow you?" exclamation mark socials. That's my thought. Need to do that as well. on the music candy. F, no Drifloon. Inside the gilded cage. It's fun. It's interesting how I have to do like streamer discipline. Like Curls is very good at doing it for me. Of like I will say, oh, it could be fun to stream this. It could be fun to stream this, and Curls like grabs me and is like, "You have stuff for you. Have stuff just for you," which I think is probably why I'm not gonna be like investing in a Switch like record thing that lets you record footage from a Switch, because that forces me to keep Switch games for me, so that I have stuff that I can enjoy. And I know that Pokemon is a big thing for me, so you would think that like surely I'd want to play those games on stream, and a part of me does. I do, but I think Culls is kind of correct of I should be allowed to just enjoy things for me. It's called having a healthy work, social life balance. The underlying theme. Yeah. It might be one of those things of like if they do come out with a next-gen console that isn't like a Switch Pro or a Switch Plus or whatever. If there's an actual like next-gen console, then I might like I'll be like a gen behind maybe of like when whatever is new, I will probably very rarely stream what is new. I will stream what is the previous one. So like I probably won't stream any Switch stuff, but as you know I stream DS stuff. I would probably do like like if I do maybe like a GameCube, we've done stuff like that, you know. So I suppose at the end of the day, it's also worth knowing, being humble and being like, look, I'm not a big streamer. I'm not going to be the go-to for new games when they get released. And actually, quite often people will avoid watching new games because they don't want to be spoiled. Like when Breath of the Wild 2 came out, a lot of streamers... I heard like secondhand that a lot of streamers had a very notable dip in their viewership because they were streaming it, because it was so new. People wanted to experience it themselves. They didn't want to see other people playing it. Which is funny, because you would think it would be the opposite, of people be like, oh, new game, I want to watch it, but like a large percentage of people want to experience it themselves. So yeah. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably be like, if they better fucking not, but if they announced a new Pokemon generation, and a new game got released, I'm not gonna be the first person people go to see new Pokemon content. I heard they're making one, or at least developing one. They should do. The Switch is like, what, 8 years old? It's actually quite old. It's very old for a console. Which I think just goes to show how successful it's been. I love my Switch. I think it's been a great console. My Switch gets the most use when I go visit my family. It is perfect for that. It is perfect for going to visit my mum and dad. Sit on the sofa, mum and dad pop a movie on, and I'm on the sofa, and I'm playing Pokemon, I'm playing Zelda. It's perfect for it. Also, me and Spook have actually been able to have some us time, which is nice, and the us time that we've been doing is we've been sat on the sofa playing the Switch Game Boy emulator. We've been playing the old Pokemon TCG game, and I've been having so much fun with it. We let fate decide what our deck was going to be. Spook said that the first second stage evolution we get from a booster pack is what our deck is going to be built around, and we got a Dragonite, so we're trying to make an old school Dragonite deck. It's fun. I think people have been speculating that they were going to be releasing, like, the next console, whatever it is, for, like, the last 3 years. And I'm guessing that the pandemic basically really slowed development, because obviously the pandemic had a massive chip shortage, which probably isn't great when you're trying to develop a new piece of tech. The Switch is 5 years, 8 months old, and the Tegra chip powering it is 7 years old. There you go then. There you go then. It's old for a console. But yeah, so as I say, there was a chip shortage in the pandemic. Right in the pandemic was probably right when they were starting to develop a new console. And having an electronic shortage when you're trying to develop a new console is not good. So that's probably why it's been so long. I think there was even there was speculation that Scarlet and Violet was probably actually meant to be on the next generation console. But the console got delayed, but Scarlet and Violet couldn't be delayed. Because there's so many things involved with Pokemon generations. It's like, it's not just the release of the game. It has to be synced up with the release of all the merch, all the anime, the trading cards. It all is synced up. So once it's set, they can't change it. They can't delay it. Which is a shitty situation that they shouldn't do. Yeah. So yeah, there was speculation. And I said as well, I think I said on stream several times that I thought that when they announced a Breath of the Wild 2, I was like, that's gotta be a release title for the new Switch. They've announced the game, but I was like, they're gonna do a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro or whatever, and that's gonna be a release title. And again, the game came out, but the console didn't, and I think it's because of the pandemic delaying it. The OLED was just a stopgap. It was a nothing. You know. Ooh, it's got a new screen. I don't care. The thing is if if they announced a new Switch, I probably wouldn't even get it right away. Because there's nothing wrong with my old Switch. OLED was a general improvement to most things in the Switch, but yeah, it was a stopgap. Yeah. Nintendo have been known to do that before. Frequently, in fact. They made, they also did the Switch Lite, And in the past they also did they did the DS. They did the DS. That was a stutter. They did the DS. They did the DS Lite. They did the 3DS. They did the 3DS XL. They did the 2DS. So they've almost every handheld they do like a secondary iteration of before the next one comes out. Because there was the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Advance SP. But the SP was still a Game Boy Advance. It didn't have any new tech in it, as far as I know. I could be wrong. But, I mean, it had a backlit screen, which was a big improvement. So yeah, Nintendo do this all the time. It's just how they do. It's how they do things. And I think maybe it's just been delayed slightly by the state of the world as a whole. I feel like from a business, I mean, I don't claim to be a business expert, but I feel like from a business perspective, it would probably be better to try to do some kind of Switch Pro. Of like, it's a Switch, but it has better tech, rather than trying to do a completely new console. Just because the Switch has done so well. It has done so well for them. And I think a lot of people also really enjoy the Switch. And if that means that they have to have like a Switch Pro and then they start making games that will only run on a Switch Pro, but it is still backwards compatible, quote unquote, then yeah. In the same way, if you had, I guess that's why it was the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. They need to do that. The Game Boy Advance could run Game Boy games. Mobile consoles have done very well for Nintendo in general. Oh, yes. I believe that the Nintendo DS, like, as a whole, is the best-selling console. When you include all of the variants that they did. I know the PS2 is, like, the best-selling, like, at-home console. And the Nintendo DS is like the best handheld. Yeah, the best at home console is the PS2. With that says less than. Oh no, greater than. Sorry. 155 mil, and the Nintendo DS is the handheld is just behind it with 154 mil. The last non-mobile console was the GameCube. No, it was the Wii. Well, Wii U, technically. Nintendo Switch, which is literally listed as hybrid, and it's the only one on here which is listed as hybrid. So yeah. So the Nintendo Switch is already the third best-selling console. Then it's the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, handheld. Then it's the PS4, home. Then it's the PlayStation 1, home. Then it's the Wii. Damn, Microsoft, you ain't even near the top 5! Then it's the PS3, and then it's the Xbox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn, Xbox! You scraping in a 9th place, you barely even made it into the top 10. Dang, Xbox, you suck. Oh my god. And then it's the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, every handheld in the top 10 is Nintendo. DS, Switch if you count it, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. Every handheld in the top 10 is a Nintendo one. Then the PSP sneaks in afterwards. Sega Mega Drive / Genesis was my best. Yeah, I forgot about the bit. It was backwards compatible with the Master System. Backwards compatibility is such a key thing. And I hate that devs these days are intentionally leaving it out because they want to resell. It's just capitalism again. They would rather resell you a game you already own than make a console backwards compatible. GameCube, I love the GameCube. I think I spent the most amount of time with the GameCube growing up. Well, it's PS1 or GameCube. Those were the two consoles we had growing up. It was PS1 or GameCube. Those were what we had. You know, you didn't have many consoles growing up. Now we're adults and we can use our money how we want. So yeah, we had the PS1, and then we did go to the PS2. But me having a Game Boy, I was and always have been a Nintendo person. So I begged my parents to get me a GameCube, and they did eventually. And I loved the GameCube. Nintendo GameCube emulator when? Give me GameCube on Switch, and then my life will be complete. Ooh, the Wii U did very bad though. I did know that. The Wii U did very bad. What I don't get is make your console backwards compatible, but also offer the old games digital as well. Yes, you can do that, Blue. I know I can do it illegitimately. If I'm gonna do it illegitimately, I just do it on my computer. Fishes. Mid area. Yeah. I agree with what you say, though, about the whole make a console backwards compatible but also offer older games as digital. Nintendo is the worst for this, especially now that the eShop on the DS has been closed, which is... I'm not upset about that, because I get it, as a company, you can only really afford to keep these servers up for so long. It's understandable. What upsets me is that they don't then make the games that were available on the eShop available on the Switch, especially now that the Switch has a fully functioning emulator, which people have already shown does work with these ROMs. It is legitimately just a functioning emulator, and they sideloaded in these ROMs, and they work. So there is legitimately no reason not to make them available. They work. They are actively choosing to withhold these games from people. Which is shitty. And again, it is one of those things of, if I really wanted to play Pokemon Red, yes, I could turn around, pull it off my shelf, and plug it into my Game Boy. That's not the point. The point is accessibility. and availability. Not everybody is like me and can turn around and pull Pokemon Red off the shelf. Oh, hey, Alex, genuine question that I've been thinking about. If we do get to the point where we can do cinematics, do you still want a high-res normal version that I would draw in my art program, which you downscale? Or now that I have a sprite, would you just prefer me to draw it in a sprite? God, I can't even remember. That's not a thing, but I know that, but whatever. I did that the wrong way around, but yeah, whatever. Because obviously I can get the spriting. I just typed in whatever. So we can still get you can still do high-res art in a sprite, it's just already, well, Sprites pixel art. It's already pixel art. So it means that you could basically cut out a step. If you get me. Not marketed it that way. Dope! It was merely a question. Excuse me. I wonder. I wonder what happens if you try to open just a regular PNG. It does somewhat pixelate it. What if I scale this down to 200? Interesting. What if? Interesting. Just had a thought. Guild Wars 2. Hi, Nemo!
Ah.
Guild Wars 2-day rolls over at 8 PM my time, so I'm wondering if you'll be able to start the new expansion today, technically. Probably. Probably, if it just needs time to, like... Ooh, god, don't do that. Interesting. I see what's happening, I think. Doesn't hold on to transparency very well. I'm experimenting, hang on. Yeah, no, that's a little too crunchy. You feeling okay, buddy? Yeah, I'm good. Extra crispy. Okay, that was a nice distraction. Anyway, how you doing, Nemo? I'm being sent back to where I have to do actual work. I can't just sit on my phone. Boo! Michael! I hope the rest of your work is okay. Oh yeah, Nemo! I talked about this a little bit on stream earlier. I messaged you what feels like forever ago about doing a collab. Now that we've moved, maybe we'll actually be able to do that collab. If we want to have a chat sometime about what we might want to do. Because in my head, a collab goes two ways. You appear on my stream, I appear on your stream. Also, yeah, I know, I was just playing, basically. I had an idea and I wanted to see what happened. I was just playing. Had to know. Had to stick my hand in it. This is why things keep exploding in Baldur's Gate. Because I'm like, what would happen if? Baldur's Gate is a good game. Doing good, how is you? I'm fine. I've been ill for like a week and I'm now starting to get better. I have still got a cold, a bit of a cold. I've still got a bit of a sore throat and a cough, which is, I think, being a little bit aggravated by me talking on stream, but also I want to talk to people. Like I said, we can chat about it whenever you like. Neat! Obviously, it's time zone and scheduling, I guess, is the main thing. I know that in the past you've said that you can do whatever. But as I said, I feel like there should be one where you come on my stream and I come on yours, so I guess I need to fix my sleep schedule so that I can appear when you're streaming. I was saying earlier on the stream that I talked to Spook about it and we were thinking maybe making Fridays for me like a collab, the collab day, quote unquote. So if I click on, hang on, where's the full face? That's not up to date. Hang on. Professional as always. I should probably look into that ADHD diagnosis now that I've moved as well. I did that quiz that you posted, Chaotix, and guess who got a high score? Files. Schedule. There we go. Oh god. Which of these is the one I need? This is the one I need. ADHD bros, let's fucking go! Let's go get that diagnosis! There we go. So, there's the old schedule, and basically the thought was that potentially the Friday slots couple chaos might get swapped to collab time, and the Spook will be included in those collabs of like basically if no one's available, then it will be me and Spook still playing games. But yeah, my thought is that because Friday is the odd one out in the timing, because Spook works, maybe it would be better to shift this, do it, maybe instead of having the one stream that is 3, change it to 2, but I'm collabing with somebody else. If they are available. If they aren't available, then they do the evening slot. And hopefully they are available, was the thought. Also, look, we've got D&D. D&D should be happening. Oh my goodness, should be having D&D. What a concept. So yeah, that's the tentative thing that I have thrown out to Spook, of we might change up Fridays.
I've got a new style and a few new
Back
toys that are gonna put an end to your happily.
We'll work it out, but I know at least around the start of September I won't be able to due to house renovations. That's fine. That's fine. D&D in this economy? I know, right? Doesn't everybody just play Baldur's Gate now? Who plays D&D? Everybody just plays Baldur's Gate. It's basically the same.
Love that part. Where Pink Diamond spends the rest of her days on this nowhere planet with a bunch of nobodies. That's right, I heard the story over and over again. That's right, I heard the story, don't really like how it ends. She'd swell to finally meet her other friends. What did she say about me?
What did she say? Did you do without me? What did you do? Did you play games without me? What did you play?
Did you think all this time that I wouldn't find out about it?
That's right, I heard the story over and over again. She'd swell to finally meet her other friends.
She told me that I was her own. She walked with me, talked with me, made me feel I was at home. But thousands of years they go by.
Distant ice cream!
And play nice.
Ice cream!
Allegiance to her I had sworn, but this time it had turned to a rose full of thorns. Who am I? Who am I?
What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game you didn't know playing. Let's play another game. This time I get to win.
Eyes on the line, winner takes all. Ready or not, let's begin. That's right, I heard the story over and over again. Gee, it's swell to finally beat her other friends.
Oh, that's right, I heard the story. Don't really like how it ends. Gee, it's so finally hit her Is this song supposed to be about Steven Universe? It is a cover of a Steven Universe song that was in the Steven Universe movie. It is a villain song that was in the Steven Universe movie, and it is a cover of it. God, you can really tell that I'm not a morning person. Morning, quote unquote. Because I was so sluggish and sleepy at the start of the stream, and now I've got my stride. Now I'm in it. This is why my stream schedule is what it is. I think sometimes my family get a little bit annoyed when I'm like, oh, I can't do X because I'm streaming in the afternoon. I didn't know that occasionally they're like, why do you stream in the afternoon? And the answer is, it's the best time for me. I am not a morning person. Used to be when I was a little kid, but not anymore. I don't even think it is that I was a morning person. When you're a kid, you are forced to wake up for school. You have to get up in the morning. There is no arguing. Though I will say I definitely get perked up when I have people to talk to, because there are more people here now. We will have to decide what game to play. I have an idea of what game I'd like to play on my stream, so it's you can throw ideas at me as to what game you would like to play on your stream. We can escape the back rooms and cry. No, don't make me play horror games. No, don't make me play horror games. No. Play Pericles the Latvian Resistance. Hey! Plug. Let's go. You should play that game anyway, Nemo. Exclamation mark Kickstarter. Alright, take care. Bye, Core! Thank you for being here. Such a timeless play. That's okay, I am too scared to play horror games. So, You should play Pericles though. Pericles is an Nara game. You should genuinely actually play that though. Please, 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 please. It may be eldritch, but spooky things are spooky. Heck yeah. I am not one who enjoys being heckin' spooked. I already have a spook. I'm happy with the one I have. I can spiritually hear curls in the back of my brain going, gross. If you would like to stream it, I would give you an extended demo to play. Also, if you want me on your show, I'm always that I was featured on Purple TV. Hell yeah, Nemo! You should hit up Chaotix. Chaotix is making a game. If you didn't know, if you didn't know that was what we're getting at, start again. Chaotix is making a game, and I'm doing some of the sprite work for it. So, like, genuinely, please consider playing it. Because we're trying to promote it. Maybe we can do that for the collab so you can tell all my peeps about it while I show them. We can do, yeah. We can play the extended demo. It has co-op. If you're not available until September though, that's gonna be, until after September, that's probably gonna be after the Kickstarter. Unless we try to cram it in within the next 2 weeks. No online co-op via the extended demo, but you can do it via Parsec. Fair enough. I don't have to play. I can do the talking. I think that's done. That's ready to be flipped over. I've been doing too much talking. I got too excited. My tail was wagging. Take a shot, everybody! Wrong layer. Background spook. Tea. You know things about the Tigrex I had no idea. We're not doing this. I have to save it for your stream. God, which fucking layer did I draw that on? Body layer. Goddamn itself. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Ah! Ah! There we go. You can also just do the regular demo while the Kickstarter is going, so you can get the word out. Yeah. If you two want to do a stream without me, you don't need me. You know, you can do that as well if you two want to discuss amongst yourselves. A good time to do it. Because Chaotix is the main man. See what's mine, take it. Think it'd be good to get us all on. What do you think? I'm good. I don't mind. It is up to Nemo. You tend to stream 8 AM our time, Nemo? Must be mine. If you don't know, now you know. I'm taking back the Well, goes and updates demo to current build. Do you have a graphic for your stream schedule, Nemo? I just go because I know that you post in my Discord when you're live. Promote yourself. Which was, yeah, 7:50 AM. So 8 AM our time. You tend to post, you are live. So I know that 8 AM our time is normally when you stream, which is why I'm not often in your streams anymore, because I am lazy and I tend to sleep until 10. So if we're gonna do it, I need to know when, so I can set like an early alarm clock to make sure I am awake. Because that doesn't conflict with any of my streams, but it conflicts with me sleeping. Which is fine, I just need to make sure that I go to bed, like, early. So it's probably not a good idea to do it after, like, D&D or something, when we tend to stay up till midnight. I wake up at 12:30 PM, so I'll have to reset my body clock. Cool. So it's not going to happen this week, probably, because we both need to adjust our sleep. How is the Australian the one who gets up the early? The earliest. How is the Australian the one who's up earliest? That is not what I meant to do. squints at canvas. I think that looks right. Ugh, my father is posting boomer memes in the family chat. Nice. One lump or two. Just noticed I don't like that. You know, to do it on the other side. Nope, like that. That's better. In the name of love. Oh, light me up. I'd love to play Kingdom Hearts sometime. I've never played any of them. They're available on the Epic Store, I think? I don't have an Epic Games account. I should probably fix that. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't have the money to buy games right now. Wishful thinking. Okay, that's another one done. I'm gonna drop you a message, Nemo, just to keep the conversation going because it is 5 o'clock. So, annoyingly, even though there's one left to do, I do have to stop. I have stuff to go do. I have to go get dinner. That is how the schedule goes. If I don't do this during the day tomorrow, you will probably see me doing this tomorrow evening, where we're going to be doing the very last sprite, and then we're probably going to be assembling the sprite sheet for this, putting them all on one singular image. All of these that we've done in the past. We're probably going to be assembling that tomorrow. Because there's stuff to do. I have phone calls to make. I hate making phone calls. I have to phone the bank, which is like my least favourite thing to do. And I can do a stream programming him. Yes! Hell yes! Let's go! So cool. Yeah. You liking him? Obviously, try to envision the last frame is less, thingy. Can't wait for the Grand Stoppy. Cool. So good. Right. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm gonna raid into Lying. Lying has literally just started. They still have their stream timer on, and I am gonna do a raid and run. Because I gotta go pee and I gotta go do stuff. I'm still an endlessly busy person. And as I said earlier on the stream, there were jobs that I probably should have done today, which I did not, and I feel bad, so I'm probably going to try to do some of them now. One of which is just straight up vacuuming, because I have a house with carpet now, which needs to be vacuumed. That is a job I'm not used to having to do. But I'm gonna. Right, we're gonna go raid into Lying, so that they've got a few people watching. They've just started. Give them lots of love. And, yeah, go say hi. Go make connections, I guess. Go see if Lying wants to go play the game. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, start raid. There we go. Remember to refresh the page if the raid thing is not on your screen, because Twitch is weird like that. And I will see you tomorrow evening. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you all. Bye!